network service of the NTA.
A beautiful Sunday morning to you in Lagos, in all the states of this beautiful country, Nigeria. You're welcome to that ride which takes you into a new week. That's Jolly Ride, talking about the program Morning Ride. Yes, it's a Sunday, yeah, and we know that, there's so much going on in the continent of Africa, especially talking about the funeral rites of the great one, talking about the late Dr. Nelson Mandela. But of course, Morning Ride is still here to inform, educate, entertain, and enlighten you. Remember what we seek to do on this program every week is to celebrate this country, Nigeria, this great country, Nigeria, and the good people that we are. I am Ololade Adeniji-Adele, and today's show is certainly not going to be different. We're going to be celebrating our ideals, what makes us who we truly and really are. This morning on the show, we're going to give you our regulars, talking about Health Monitor, some musicals, and we shall also be looking at the sector, one very important sector of the economy in this country. In fact, I'm sure that after petroleum, it could perhaps be, the mainstay of any country. What sector am I talking about today? We're looking at the agriculture sector in Nigeria with special emphasis on Lagos State. We're also looking at the world of engineering. Yes, people are coming up with all sorts of inventions. We also have engineers in Nigeria. We want to find out what it is that our engineers are doing and how, they're trying to measure up to other engineers in various parts of the world. We'll also be looking at the rights of employees, yes, in their workplaces this morning. So you see that there's so much that we have lined up for you all on Morning Ride this beautiful Sunday morning. Let's start as we bring you this musical break, and it is titled Salambara by Engr. Please stay. Welcome back. Glad to know you're still here with us. That was Salambara by Engr. Now it's time to meet my first guest for today. Basically in Nigeria, we have people coming up with inventions left, right, and center. Usually at the end of the day, the complaint is that they don't have enough support, to see these inventions come to light. And this morning, to look at this and some other issues as it pertains to inventions, discoveries, and all of that, I have with me a gentleman and a lady. They are from the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria. And I want to begin from my, immediate left. What they say now, ladies first. So I want to begin with my immediate left here. I have engineer Mrs. Margaret Oguntala. She is the national coordinator of the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria. She's also the national executive committee member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And seated right beside her is Christopher Chukwunta. He is the national leader of the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria. Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
I want to begin with you. What is this, the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria all about?
Well, the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria is had its ideal from the Committee for Capacity Building, World Federation of Engineering Organizations, and then the lookout was to have young engineers across the world collaborate and, discourse on how to get innovations from the global level to the rural communities of the world. There are two things we look out to achieve. First is to look at the policies that the world is running with at the moment, and then be able to have a follow-through through young engineers who will eventually run with these policies, and then to have an exchange where you have innovations from across the world, say something working in Cambodia being exchanged with people in maybe Kenya, and then running it down to whatever rural community will need these innovations or ingenuity in their countries. So basically, that was the ideal that brought about the young engineers at the global level. Okay. But then in 2009 in Kuwait, there was a need to take that Global Young Engineers Forum to the individual countries, and that was how the NSC, Nigerian Society of Engineers, decided to get the Young Engineers Development Committee, who were supposed to have a single point, more like responsibility, to look out for young engineers across the country and then get them to achieve the ideals of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations in Nigeria.
Okay. I want to take a cue from what you said, about the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and I come to you, Mrs. Margaret Oguntala. It looks like the Nigerian Society of Engineers is like the mother hen, right?
Yes,
guarding, these young ones.
Yes, it is.
Taking a look at, what they have set out to do, how would you say, Nigeria's representation has been on a global scale?
Oh, it has been very good. Like he said, in 2009, the YEFoN is a fallout of what happened in Kuwait in 2009. And so far, we have the NSE, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, has encouraged the young engineers here to participate globally and alongside young engineers from other countries. Actually, the World Federation of Engineering Organizations actually tags that committee young engineers and future leaders.
Okay.
So it's actually more than young engineers. We see them as future leaders. And NSC on its own has encouraged them by allowing them to showcase their projects, and all that. And then we take it even out of Nigeria. We encourage them to go for international conferences and mingle with their counterparts from other parts of the country.
Christopher, yes, you collaborate with other, your colleagues all over the world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we've not seen anything here. We've not heard, we've not seen any of your inventions. What's happening?
Okay. Beautiful.
We have engineers in this country.
Beautiful.
Our high institutions are churning out engineers, in droves every year. What's happening?
Lookout is a situation where whatever invention, whatever ingenuity or innovation that a young engineer has put together in the school, for instance, doesn't end up in the laboratory shelf. And we've done a lot in that in those lines. One of the things we did was to start up a national project exhibition. And for 2011, for instance, we had amazing projects. We had a young man, Julius Arop, who came out tops in the country in the project exhibition, and he did something on using nanotechnology for Nigerian roads. Yeah, and by simulation, we could see that over a 50-year lifespan, no matter the kind of axle loading, no matter the kind of truck you would have, this roads will be able to serve.
They will withstand
exactly
such pressure.
Yeah,
For 50 years.
Yeah, for 50 years exactly. So another wonderful project that came up was the solar-powered refrigerator by one Ibrahim Ogundeko.
Okay.
And not just in Nigeria now. This project went as far as the global level. I mean, in terms of commendation, because it was seen as one of those humanitarian development that could be used in most rural communities of the world. I mean, having solar-powered refrigerators was something most communities that do not have enough energy. Of course, we know about the global energy challenge. Yeah, but those communities that don't have energy to power whatever refrigerating systems, be it an air conditioner or a simple refrigerator, could ride on this invention. And we give these young engineers the limelight. We give them the platform to showcase their ingenuity, not just at the local level in Nigeria, but also at the global level. I think I should mention that that guy, Ibrahim, was ranked 4th position at the global level in terms of innovation across the world.
Nanotechnology guy?
No. The guy took 4th position in the country and was also 4th globally.
Wow.
And the reason was because they felt his project had a global representation and could solve global issues in terms of the energy challenge. While the Nigerian, that nanotechnology was more a Nigerian kind of project, of course. That was why he was the best in the country. So you see, that's just one of the many things we do.
That you guys are doing.
Exactly. Another thing we're doing is to have the more established engineers who we see as people who are doing very well, do a kind of mentor-mentee relationship with young engineers who are trying to, find their feet. And then we try to be the middleman, linking these two together. Another very important thing we're doing is to look out to IOCs, also look out to industries, telecoms, whatever industry, having engineering challenges, and then look out to young engineers to put whatever they have as ingenuity on the table and link this to so
Together.
that so that young engineers are solving problems
or challenges,
challenges.
Be that
Yeah,
as it may.
exactly.
Now
Yeah.
you have said so much, Christopher.
Yeah.
Mrs. Oguntala,
Yes.
this young man and women are doing so much. I mean,
They are.
we didn't have an opportunity to know about these things before. Now we know. What measure of collaboration do you have on the with the government and on the international scale to ensure that these things don't just end at the level of commendations, that they're brought into the homes of you and I? I mean, he's talked about solar refrigeration.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic
It is.
project. How are we going? How is it going to be translated into the lives of you and I?
Yeah. So, well, that is where the Nigerian Society of Engineers comes in. And of course, you know that we organized all this, and we are ensuring that they have that platform. And so what we're doing in terms of collaboration is to set up, we have we have a think tank that deals with government on issues like this. We also have the international body, because the Nigerian Society of Engineers is a member of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations. And so we took it, we had to take it globally, and we take the students globally in 2011. And that's where the student got the 4th prize worldwide. So what we are doing is to ensure we have, as an advocacy group, we have a group that speaks with the government. At the moment now, plans are on to especially establish, an institution to look at how we can build this innovation and ensure that we don't discourage, because if they come up with these innovations and we don't do anything about it, like you said, then they get discouraged.
Yes.
And that's why we have come together, and we have a think tank that is working with the government on that. The president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers recently met with the Minister of Works and spoke with him, and he has asked us to come with a paper on how we can develop the technology, at least locally, and then see how we can use that and also take it globally.
Fantastic. Christopher,
Yeah.
being a member of the Young Engineers Forum, how do you become a member? Is it just, yes, you graduated as an engineer and you automatically become a member, or there are certain criteria that you have to meet?
Once you're an engineering graduate and you're from this country, whether you are in Nigeria or you're in diaspora, you're a member. But we can only begin to look at you when you either register on our web portal, that's www.yefon.org.ng, or you go to the NSC website and then go to the Young Engineers tab.
To register there.
Exactly.
Okay.
But we always emphasize, for follow-up sake, we always emphasize that young engineers identify with the NSC branches. Yeah, with that way we can have people, because we have young engineers leaders at the branch level, and then these people can help disseminate whatever information that we would have at the national level. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Christopher Chukwunta, the national leader of the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria, and of course, Mrs. Margaret Oguntala. You're the mother, basically, and I see that you're really playing that part very well.
We're doing our best to.
Yes, and we wish you the very best of luck, because I know that it's a Herculean task, to get these things.
And that's why we encourage them to, apart from going to the portal to register with the YEFoN, we also encourage them to be members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers first. That way they can benefit from a lot of the programs of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. And then we can oversee the mentor-mentee thing, because we try to do a lot of that.
Okay, thank you so much once again for being a part of the show.
Okay,
we've been discussing engineering. I mean, I didn't know earlier that our engineers are doing so much. They're churning out loads and loads of inventions out here. So, well, we're just waiting for these inventions, these discoveries to be translated into the lives of you and I. It's still morning, right? Time now to take the health monitor with Jibe Ologe.